Hey guys, so I am here today with T, and this is a very special podcast. Basically, this video is called So We Tried HotGhostWriter.com, and this is what happened. / should you be using HotGhostWriter.com in 2021? So this video is based on a recent event, and because a lot of you are interested in Kindle publishing, we wanted to share our honest thoughts and experiences with you, just to let you know, basically, just to be able to help you on your publishing journey. Now, before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button if you enjoy this kind of content. And let's jump into it.
So to begin, basically the ordering process is pretty simple. It's just a fill out the form kind of process. You tell them the title of your book, author name, and you also give them a description of basically what your book is going to be about. And for us, we're always really thorough about this, and we always express to our followers and our students and everything like that, that's something that you need to do when you're getting somebody to ghostwrite for you. You have to make sure that you have exactly what you want in the outline so that they're not giving you just, anything. So we filled out all of that. We picked the amount of words that we wanted for this book as well, which was about 25K words. And it did cost a pretty penny, but we were willing to pay that money because we knew that it's supposed to be a premium service.
Yeah.
It was about 800 USD. And yeah, it was something that we were prepared for.
For us, it was we just wanted to test the quality at this point of the service. So, we were excited to try a premium service. We want to see, how it compared to, the other places that we basically get books published, or basically get books outsourced at.
And freelancers.
Yeah.
And stuff or compared to a full service. We can get into the pros and cons of it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first pros will be that the staff they're generally really friendly and they're communicative. And I've never had an issue with nobody getting back to me or anything like that. They were always checking in and at least letting me know that, they're going to update me soon. The bad thing about that was that they kept communicating with me only to tell me that they would be getting back to me soon because they hadn't assigned a writer for about 2 weeks. And that's really abnormal for Hot Ghostwriter. The whole delivery process is supposed to take a certain amount of time.
I think it was for a 40K book. Their policies said it takes around 22 days to write, and ours was well below that. So we weren't expecting it to take nearly that long.
Mm-hmm. If we were waiting 2 weeks for them to assign a writer, it's how much longer would you be waiting for them to actually produce the book?
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't want them to be adhering to this schedule of, it's, a so many word book. It has to come out in, this allotted amount of time, and have them kind of rush through it the rest of the way, which, so that was worrying. But, finally they assigned a writer, but then, not a day later, they changed over the project manager of our project, and then they also changed the writer too.
Oh my god.
So it was a really confused process, and this is what, getting into the cons of it. The first con is, first of all, the delay, and the second con is the disorganization that we experienced. Now we know that this is probably not the way that most of their orders go. The person that I spoke to, they apologized. The new project manager, she apologized. She said that due to COVID, they had to, move things around. There's kind of some disorganization with this project, and that she would be basically changing the writer to somebody else. And the sad thing was that when she did assign the new writer, it was just they were not up to par. They were clearly not up to par. They felt like their writing felt like the same kind of writing that you would get from a very low tier Upwork freelancer. they were clearly not a native English speaker. And you can tell because the way that their sentences read it tends to be very awkward. And you know that it's not, these are things that you can tell when you get books ghostwritten, articles ghostwritten.
They would describe things in a way that was like we wouldn't talk like that as English speakers.
So you can tell that it's somebody who has like a basic grasp of the English language, but not enough to be able to produce a high quality book. And I was like, how do they even vet, how did they vet this writer to be able to write this $800 book? That was beyond me. And to be honest, like, that surprised me in the worst way.
Yeah, because it's like
honestly,
you spend money like for a premium service to avoid those type of situations.
Yeah, specifically. So that was needless to say, that was just a really bad experience. After that, at the very least, when we wrote a lengthy, basically like a complaint, and we basically said, you know what, like, cancel the job. We didn't end up finishing the job with them, but they were willing to come back. They're like, oh, we reread through your outline and everything, and we want to help you get a better writer on the job and everything like that. And by that time, it's sad because sometimes with companies and stuff, like, this isn't the experience we know that everybody who's used this company has had, because otherwise they wouldn't praise this company on YouTube. They would be found out a long time ago and probably closed down because of poor quality. So this is not something that happened to everybody, but it's just one of those one-off situations where we were unfortunate enough to experience with our first time with them, like, just something that was just such a bad experience that we don't really want to use them again, at least for now.
And at least for those type of books.
And yeah, we haven't tried them for fiction or anything like that. This was a nonfiction book. But yeah, it just left such a poor taste in my mouth that I was just like, no, I don't really, even though they're, like, again, another pro of them is that they wanted to come back and help. But I was just like, at this point, after you wasted all this time, 2 weeks, and took $800 and assigned somebody who does not have the grasp on the English language enough to be able to understand the concept of the book, like, it was just a no. It was just a no after that. So yeah, but at the very least, when we did say, like, no, we would prefer a refund, they, with no hassle, they were like, fine, that's fine, we'll process it, and we apologize, and we said maybe in the future we'll consider them again. But at the very least, if you're gonna give somebody, like, a bad experience, and this is something for, like, anybody who has e-commerce right now, like, if it comes to it, give a customer a refund and leave on good terms with them so that at least they can come back to you.
I feel like that's a sign of a good company in the end too. Like, at the very least, if you can't make your client happy, you're willing to give their money back. You're not going to fight them and try to hold on when you didn't deliver, So I do praise them for that too.
Yeah.
And, like, we've heard raving reviews about this service, and we're sure they're true. Like, there's so many people online, especially people who are considered, like, kind of like gurus, like, just very popular in this Kindle publishing space. And I think what actually ended up happening is because so many people had such good things to say about them, this company grew so fast that they were unable to really, like, manage the customer demand. And so we were just one of those negative experiences, unfortunately, where they may have run out of their quality writers by the time we got there. And it's sad. Like, you want companies to grow, you want them to do well, but I mean, if you grow too fast, that can hurt you sometimes, for sure.
Yeah, I just agree with that. Is there anything else that you have to add?
Even despite everything that happened, I probably would try them again. I would give them another chance. Like, it's like, this book was really important to us to get out because we found this niche. We happened upon a niche that has like barely any competitors, but it has like a really high demand. We wanted to get this book out as soon as possible. This has delayed that book coming out for like a month, you know, at least. So it really is unfortunate in that sense. But because this is only one type of book, I would be willing to see what their work is like with a longer form book. Maybe that's their forte. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I wouldn't jump on them right now though. Like if I had another book to outsource right now, they wouldn't be my first choice right now. I'm sure in the future probably things will probably calm down and they can manage things a little better. You know, I wouldn't write them off right away, but I'm cool on them for now too. Yeah.
So hopefully this helped you guys. If you've been considering this company, like, it's not to say like that we didn't make this video to shit on the company and tell you like, you know, and scare you out of using them. But I would definitely say that like if you notice it, especially if you're like us, like I didn't know how long it's supposed to take for them to assign a writer or anything like that. But if you start to notice little things that, you know, little signs of disorganization and stuff like that, rather than have somebody waste your time, because time is something that you can't get back. You can get back money, you can get back, you know, well, you know, in the sense of money versus time, you can get back your money. You can't get back the time, and those 2 wasted weeks, they like, that was crushing to me, because it's like I thought that we had things getting done. And, you know, in this case, like, my time was wasted. And that, I think, was the most angering thing about it all. It wasn't even so much about the money. It was about the time wasted. So don't let people waste your time. So if you do choose Hot Ghostwriter, do hold them to, you know, like if they tell you that, you know, it's going to take so much time to get your writer and everything like that, hold them to that time. And if they start to go over that and they start really just, you know, kind of messing around in a sense, then I would move on before I'd let them waste my time again.
Yeah, like, you know, there's a problem if they're telling you, oh, we're handing your job to this person. Yeah. Oh, sorry, we're handing your job to that person. Maybe it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
And that's probably for any of these services. Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to add?
I think that would be my closing thought, because that was the biggest disappointment of the whole thing for me.
Yeah, for me too. Wasted time. Time is money, you know? So we really hope that that you were able to like gain some insight. And if you know, were ever interested in this company, we hope that our honest review was able to help you to make a decision when you choose, or if you choose to outsource your books, because outsourcing is just such a wonderful way of building your assets, of building your books, and just making more money and scaling your book empire, which is what you want to do in the end. I hope that this doesn't scare you guys off of outsourcing. We still 100% recommend it, unless you do have the time and the passion to sit down and write every book. But yeah, I hope this helps you guys in making your decision in the future. And we actually, I guess we'll have to like share with you guys what our favorite places are. Maybe we'll do that, add that to the trainings and everything. Anyways, make sure, if you guys found value in this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, please. Smash that like button and put your comments in the comment section. Have you guys ever used a service before? What did you think of it? Have you used a similar service? What is your favorite service? And we're just going to leave it right there. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care for now. Oh, one more thing. We might make this like one of our podcasts. Should we do a podcast, guys? I don't even care what you guys say. We're making a podcast. Okay, bye.